Can you start by allowing yourself to be as you are? By being honest about your experience in this moment. Not to think about it, not to define it, but to allow yourself to be exactly as you are in this moment. Again, not what your thoughts say you are. Not the pretense of what your thoughts say you are. But you realize there's thinking, there's feelings, and there's sensations. There's the experience you have of yourself in this moment. If you're really respectful of yourself, accepting of yourself as you are, without involving yourself in the thoughts or emotions, but allowing them to be. And your attention naturally starts to sink into the essence of who you are. Now you can't define that essence. If you define it as consciousness, as energy, then you know what it is. And if you know what it is, you're back in your mind. So just allow what is. Feel into the essence of yourself in this moment. Without holding on to anything, without being a someone, without being a nobody. But let it all be. And your attention starts to sink into a more real level of reality that is not based on your thinking. It's not based on emotions. It's not based on the five senses. And you really fall deep into yourself. Not asleep, wide awake, but without doing, without control. And you let your attention fall into the subtle. And you'll find love here. You'll find peace here. And you'll find goodness. If you really get to the essence of yourself, and you find the infinite, and you'll find she who is divine, she who is supreme goodness, supreme joy. The infinite consciousness that is transcendent of everything sits at the very core of your being. Sits at the essence that is beyond all sense of being, all sense of I am. And there's supreme joy. And this doesn't happen instantly. But we're sitting here together without judgment, without distraction. We're listening to music that's awakening this piece, and it makes it easy to feel the bliss that is in this moment. The goodness that is here. When your mind becomes quieter, and your body becomes still, when there are no obstructions to feeling into what is here in this moment. And then there is love. Real love. Infinite love. It is not you are loved as an ego. It is that there is just love at the essence. Joy at the essence. What is in the way of this joy? It's ego. It is this sense of me that we lay on top. And all the thoughts and stories and knowledge of what we know, all the arrogance and egotism, and all the fears and worries that we grab hold of and say, this is me. And this is who I am. It's a contraction. We're holding on to this sense of this is who I am because we're denying who we really are. We refuse to accept who we really are. So you have to accept yourself as you are in this moment. Not all the stories you weave around it, but just what is in this moment. When you start to move into deeper levels of consciousness, the first type of thought that disappears is judgments. All judgments disappear. Judging yourself, judging others. Because you start to feel it's all one. That feeling that it is all one erases all judgments. Erases all the separating, all the definitions. We also let go of trying to do this moment. It's good you do a spiritual practice and you give yourself to the spiritual practice. But if you're really giving yourself to a spiritual practice, you're not doing the practice. The practice is happening. You're immersed in the practice. And I was chanting before this video. My eyes are getting old and weak. And so I put on my reading glasses. And if I put on my reading glasses, I can't see anything else but the words I'm chanting. Everything else is blurry. So my attention is completely in the chanting. As my attention is completely in the chanting, I'm not chanting. There is just the chanting, the grace of the chanting, the goodness of the chanting. I'm getting to the essence of what is here. Through acceptance, through allowing. There's no need to ask who am I, or to direct our attention. We relax our attention into the essence. And if you do this, eventually you fall right through all sense of yourself as a person, as a being. And you fall into the infinite. You fall into the one joy that is consciousness, that is bliss, that is goodness, where there is only that. So hopefully this little meditation brought you into feeling good at the essence of who you are. And if you do feel something good, please feel free to comment. May you be blessed in her infinite joy. Much, much, much love to you. Jai Ma.